And I said, if I do a good joke, Billy said, you'll get a bong.
Behind him. That's the tripods there.
So anyway, we went through all this, all this kind of carry on about the war and, what the government's doing to us and what they're saying to us, how they're lying to us. And to be honest with you, I'll tell every single one of you right now, and I'll take you outside if you disagree. But I'll tell you right now that I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of what I did, because at that time I thought I was doing something, good, something positive, something honourable, and I was a platoon sniper sergeant within 3 Para with Special Operations and 16 Then Assault Brigade. And I don't know if anybody knows any family who's already in there or already serving. You'll know what I'm talking about. And I was with the reconnaissance platoon, and it's very, very difficult to kind of stand here in front of all you guys, and the Scottish Sovereigns are here and they're talking about council tax, and they're talking about not what to say to the police and what to say to the police, and they're all right, but it doesn't always work. But when I went through, I was my very last tour, I had enough, and I signed off in Iraq, and I'd already done 13 years, and as I say, 5 years already joined off with my role, and 3 years, 3 of them came back home in boxes. One of them came back home and left 3 limbs in Afghanistan, and I was blown up in Iraq, and I spent a 1.5 years in a hospital just trying to recover for loads of things. But the moral of the story is, I think when you start to really understand what the government and what everybody else is telling you on the news, the BBC, the ITV, whatever, they're just telling you lies, and they just want to kind of marshmallow their way through the news, and it does not work like that at all. And when I get home, I get flew back to Bryce Norton, and I was took down to Bryce Norton and then down in the Heads King's Trauma Unit in Glasgow, in London, and I spent a good time in there. And I was told to report to Wellington Barracks, which is right beside Buckingham Palace. I don't know if you know anything about that. It's where all the guards come marching out, their big furry pubic hair do's, whatever. And march over to the Queen, and stand in front of the Queen, and you're all guardsmen. They've not got any rounds, and whatever. And I was told to report to the adjutant, and my face was totally still gone. You couldn't see my left ear. My left eyeball actually popped out because of the pressure I was fitting, and they gave us a train ticket up the road. And I got a train ticket from King's Cross, and I got a train up the road. I'll not tell you a couple of stories on the train because I was out on dehydrocodeine and all sorts of stuff, which was pretty good because you never touch drugs when you're in there. Apart from maybe I used to tell my platoon, like, listen, let's not go down that road. Let's kind of cut through the opium fields. It's the fucking safest route. Fuck's sake. So we got out there, and that was it. And it took me 7 years to actually get my war pension because of my injuries. I still suffer from injuries in some sort of kind of shape or form. And then I started to kind of get into a few things, read up on a few things, and get kind of disillusioned with what I did. And one night I was working, I went back to university, got my business degree, and I was a business development manager. And I get sacked. And I was actually at a poker night, and I I fell asleep. I lost a lot of money, and I fell asleep. I got a train back from Glasgow to Mallow, and I fell asleep and ended up in Larkall, and I was like, oh, that's great, brilliant Larkall. No, not because he, you know, the Lark's Lark. Well, it's because of Larkall, but it's like, well, I got off the train and I didn't really know where I was and things like that, and you know, I was like, right, I'll just, the old army head come on, I'll just start tabbing it. I'll just walk somewhere, I must find somewhere, you know. And then next thing I know, I seen the police, you know, skidding up beside me, and they're all jumping out, 4 and 5, and what are you doing, you know? What are you doing here, and blah blah blah. And I says, listen, I'm just walking, you know, there's a guy come in the police station, and he says to me that, you're causing a breach of the peace. And I says, well, what am I doing? You know, what have I done for a breach of the peace? And he said to me, you were seen dancing round a car. And at that point I knew what they were saying, but obviously me being me, I says, well, what kind of dance was it? You know, was it a jig? Was it any good? Not really. And he said to me at that point, he says, you ever been in trouble with the police before? And I says, yeah, years ago I used to run about with the Mallow casuals, and I get in trouble with the police. And he says, right,
I was boxed in Afghanistan.
And they basically jumped on me at that point and arrested me, took me to Eastco Bride. And that's when I started to kind of think to myself, wait a minute, you know, I'm trying to tell these guys I fought my country, and you know, I'm one of you guys, you know, I'm proud, you know, I'm a bag of shite like yous, you know. And he took me to Eastco Bride, and that's when I started to kind of look into things, you know, properly. Trust law, Scots law, what's really happening within the kind of country.
And where did Eastco Bride come from?
And see, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for the Scottish sovereigns, and I'm not meaning this to try and promote anything, you know, you've got your own mind, you've got your own thoughts, but if it wasn't for the Scottish sovereigns and meeting our, you know, really good friends, you know, like Sean, Peter, Browser, especially Billy, Nala, you know. Okay, Paddy. And Jaffa and the gravy train. You know, that kind of started to kind of open my eyes, and you know, I don't really talk. I've never really talked about the experiences that I did have over there. You know, seeing your mates killed, you know, seeing people blown up, seeing, you know, seeing children, kids, you know, and they're the ones that really got affected over there. And when I was over there fighting for something that I believed in, like for freedom, well, they call it freedom, but I actually call it imprisonment. And that's exactly what they did, you know. But they used it and turned it about, and it still took me probably many years to go over what I did, you know, and what I had to do as a sniper. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, I didn't, you know, shoot anyone or anything like that. You know, I don't really want to get any things like that, but at the end of the day, you know, that's the nightmares that I still have when I wake up. Virtually every single night I wake up thinking about those people. Those people I've maybe done something to, those people that somebody else has done something to. But see, at the end of the day,
I saw your fault, buddy.
It's no us, it's no me, it's caused that problem. It's the government. It's caused that problem. It's Tony Blair, it's been David Cameron, it's caused that problem. See, at the end of the day, you know, these are the things that I did. But once I joined the Scottish Sovereigns, I've felt a really big part of me leave, and that big part of me was destroying me inside, and that's gradually going now because of all these different people I've met, all the different individuals that tell me different things, but once again, you know, you have to go and find out for yourself, and you have to go and look it up for yourself. Don't trust me. You know, if you want to find the truth, then just switch to BBC One.